my life work, I have engaged at the community level. And one of the things that you find that's especially important is that while there is this sensation that so many of these events, especially the ones that lead to large scale war, are held at the highest political level, and that people often feel distant from those decisions. The reality is that not only are the communities often those that are most affected, but any of us that are engaged know that when we think about response, we always have access to people and connections and to ideas where it is that we actually live. Yeah, I sometimes refer to this as the principle of accessibility. So rather than emphasizing the distance we have from important decision makers, I think a lot of peace building is actually being very imaginative about the places where we do have contact and access, and often in ways that moves across differences that coexist in local geographies. The second part of your question, of course, I have always suggested that the work of peace building is before, during, and after open violence. It is not exclusively at the point at which we try to somehow reach an agreement to end that violence, but it has a long term process to it. Martin Luther King Jr. always used to say um, two things that seem to be at the opposite ends of the spectrum, but that in fact are very tightly held. He would talk about the what he called the fierce urgency of now, the immediate situation that we find ourselves in, and he would talk about the long arc that bends toward justice, which is the long-term work. And I think the most creative and imaginative people are those that combine the fierce now and the long arc. That is, they're dedicated to it for a lifetime, but they also understand and can see opportunity and possibilities in any given moment that they're located in. So that's a lifelong journey, but one that can be very imaginative about the immediate situations that we're in.